A candle loses nothing by lighting another candle. The warmth that you show to others will spread well past the person you were talking to, reaching others they interact with, long after your presence is gone, spreading like heat waves down a highway with little to no effort most of the time, and moving mostly under the radar of conscious awareness. In the grand symphony of human existence, there exists a profound yet often overlooked instrument, the capacity for authentic warmth. This is not the superficial pleasantries we exchange in passing, nor the calculated kindness deployed for social advantage. Rather, it is the deep, resonant frequency of genuine regard that emanates from souls who have chosen to see the sacred in the ordinary, the beautiful in the broken, and the potential in every person they encounter. Unless there is compelling pre-established reason otherwise, we might consider adopting warmth as our default setting, a conscious choice to approach each human interaction as an opportunity for connection, understanding, and mutual elevation. This principle, simple in its articulation yet profound in its implications, has the power to transform not only our relationships, but the very fabric of our communities and, by extension, our world. Recent advances in neuroscience illuminate the profound biological basis for human warmth and connection. When we engage with others through authentic warmth, we activate what researchers call the care circuit in our brains, a complex network involving the vagus nerve, oxytocin production, and the release of endorphins. This neurochemical cascade doesn't merely make us feel good, it literally rewires our brains toward greater empathy, resilience, and well-being. Dr. Barbara Fredrickson's groundbreaking research on positive emotions reveals that even brief moments of authentic connection, what she terms micro moments of love, create measurable changes in our physiology. Our heart rate variability improves, our stress hormones decrease, and our immune function strengthens. More remarkably, these benefits extend to those with whom we connect, creating what scientists call emotional contagion, the automatic transmission of positive states from one person to another. This scientific validation of ancient wisdom reminds us that warmth is not merely a social nicety, but a fundamental human need, as essential to our well-being as food, shelter, or sleep. When we choose warmth as our default mode of being, we become agents of healing in a world that often feels fractured and cold. Imagine for a moment the journey of a single act of warmth. You smile genuinely at a stressed cashier, not because you need anything in return, but because you recognize the shared humanity in their tired eyes. That moment of recognition, brief though it may be, creates a shift in their internal landscape. Their shoulders relax slightly, their breath deepens, and something previously constricted begins to flow. They in turn approach the next customer with a softer energy. That customer, unconsciously responding to this warmth, feels more patient with their child later that evening. The child, experiencing less tension, sleeps more peacefully and wakes with greater capacity for joy. This joy touches their teacher, who finds herself more present with all her students, who carry that presence home to their families, and on the ripples flow. This is not mere sentimentality. It is the lived reality of how energy moves through human systems. Like heat waves shimmering above summer asphalt, our warmth creates visible distortions in the fabric of reality, bending the trajectory of countless lives in ways both subtle and profound. Most remarkably, this process requires minimal conscious effort from us. Once we establish warmth as our default, it becomes as natural as breathing, spreading through our interactions like sunlight through water. There exists a beautiful paradox in the practice of authentic warmth. The less we try to create specific outcomes, the more profound our impact becomes. When our warmth emerges not from strategic intent, but from genuine recognition of our shared humanity, it carries a frequency that others can immediately sense and trust. This is the difference between performed kindness and embodied love. The former may temporarily please, but the latter transforms. Consider the profound difference between approaching someone with the agenda of cheering them up versus approaching them with simple, open-hearted presence. The former carries the subtle burden of your expectations and their perceived obligation to respond in a certain way. The latter offers something far more precious, the gift of being seen and accepted exactly as they are in this moment. This distinction illuminates why authentic warmth travels so effortlessly through human networks. It asks nothing of its recipients except that they receive it, creating no debt or obligation, generating no resistance or defense. Like sunlight, it simply shines, allowing others to bask in its glow or seek shelter as they need.